Okay, so we're going to look at how to analyze a file or program. So say you stumble upon a program that you really want to run on your computer, but you're not sure about it. There's a lot of scripting and stuff like that. There's ways to actually run it and analyze it. So let's look at one file that I want to run. So it's the configure defender. So I mean, you can, first of all, you can actually look through the code and everything on GitHub here. So it's open source. You could even contribute. So yeah, it is, it's nothing is hidden here, but you never know. I mean, they can be crafty. So the first thing you want to do is, if you're really paranoid, you can actually copy this link. So this is the link to download this configure defender, and go to VirusTotal. Put it in URL, and then just see what they can tell you about it. So yeah, the initial link looks clean. Community, I'll just say that is Windows Defender configurator. So yeah, it looks safe there. So the next step you can do, so at least the link itself more or less looks safe. So now you can be a bit more paranoid and then open Windows Sandbox and download it in there. Okay, Windows Sandbox is Windows Pro, is only in Windows Pro, but if you have Windows Pro, you might as well use it. But it's a bit useless, I think, running it in there, because this is a Windows Defender configurator, and as far as I know, Defender is disabled in Sandbox. So for this particular program, it's not going to be very useful. Why is it downloading updates now? I was just running it. Oh no. Anyway, but there was another program that I ran, WinScript. And WinScript is a Windows debloater, like the millions that's out there. But this one had a activator in it, so it can actually activate your Windows 11. Activate your Windows 11 Home and Pro, and it works. I tested it, but it's activator. I mean, it's not legal, and it could be malware. So I ran that in Sandbox, and I mean, you can open the task manager and see if any processes, unnecessary processes are opening. So there's a few things you can do in Sandbox if you want to run it in there. So I'm gonna just kill that because it's ridiculous. Right, and then the second thing you can do is, okay, now after you run it in Sandbox, you scan the link in VirusTotal, you can actually download the link. So I've downloaded the link already, so let's just go to downloads. Right, so there is configure defender. So the next step I usually do is just scan it. Scan it with your antivirus. So scan it with defender itself. Found no threats. So this is a good thing. If there's anything attached to it, then these antiviruses might find something. So that's a good thing to do. Nothing to lose. So scan it. If you have a second antivirus, I usually have Malware. So I'll just scan it with that as well. If it's gonna pop up, yeah. So while that is checking for updates and scanning it, so if it doesn't detect anything, your antivirus doesn't detect anything, you can then go to Any.RUN. So Any.RUN is good. You know, there is a free version, but you get only 60 seconds to run anything in their virtual machines, so it's very limited. Right, so it didn't find anything, so close that. So with Any.RUN, you can upload or submit your file, submit a URL, or check suspicious links. So we want to submit a file. Let's just click on there and then configure Defender, run it. So yeah, only 60 seconds. It's really not enough. They should give you at least 2 minutes. My goodness. So we only allowed Windows 10 in the free version. So you don't have to really do anything here. You can pretty much just run it. And let's see what it sees. Okay, so it's starting the VM. It's starting the VM, but it's counting down my time already. Right, so it runs it for you, and then you can just quickly. So I'm just gonna click on Max security settings, continue, and then it's doing its thing. So it configures the Defender now. So okay, keep on hidden. It's a nice place to check out the tool, but yeah, it's not a lot. I mean, it's already, time is already up, but it did its job, so that's fine. So yeah, there's not much else to do, so we can yeah, let's just click on stuff. I don't know, if there's anything malicious, it will be found at this point. This is just text files. Oh, what's this? Okay, it killed my connection. So now we can go and analyze and check all the connections it's making. So Microsoft, check if there's any suspicious connections. You can actually go to these links if you want to check them out. Files. Now it will flag it as malicious because, I mean, it's changing Defender in Windows. So there's executables, all these DLL files and so on. So you can go through this. If you're a security analyst, you obviously know what to look for. But even if you're not, this is quite a nice tool to actually figure things out. So you can click here. So this is the initial program, and then it says the process creates files with names similar to system files. You can go through here and check it out. But there's another place you can go to. I think it's this ATT. Right, so it gives you a tree of what this program actually does. So I take it the ones in the red is a bit more dangerous. These ones are just warnings. So if we click on the first one, command and scripting interpreter, I have a little explanation of what it might do. And on this side, it actually shows you what the program does. So if you click on this one, is just a warning. If you click on there, it will say, shows you what it actually is doing. Right, and then the red one is a bit more dangerous, so we can actually disable those one and only look at the dangerous one. So if we click on there, this is actually the stuff that it did. I think it's in command line, so it just changed this. What did it change though? Anyway, this is what the program is doing. So you can actually, if you don't know what the hell is doing here, disable block at first screen. So this is stuff that it's doing to Defender to actually make it better. But you can go through here if you don't trust it, or you can just copy it, go to ChatGPT and paste it in there and analyze or ask it, is this malicious or what is this doing? But yeah, ChatGPT will go through this and tell you everything. So as you can see, execution context, grant PowerShell, non-interactive, hidden from the user. Okay, Defender security enhancements. So this it lists all the enhancement that one command did. It's just going and going and going. So you can actually, right, so you can actually ask, it is it malicious? Malicious. Yeah, I think that's how you spell malicious. Let's see what it says. No, the script is not malicious. State the reinforce Microsoft Defender security setting. So yeah, I mean, it sums up everything that just that one command did in PowerShell. So you can go through each one here. There's a couple of them here, and then slap it in ChatGPT and it can analyze it for you. If there's anything malicious in here, it will list it or show it to you. It'll tell you what it's actually doing. So you can go to each of these and just ask ChatGPT. So that's another way to do it. If you don't really know, if you're not a security analyst, this is a way to do it. Right, so if we go back, where was I now? Yeah, so you can just go through this and so on. Let's go to summary and see what they say. Generating a report. So you can read through this report of that specific link that you clicked on. So yeah, just play around in here and you can see if it's really malicious. Malicious activity. So it's false positives because you can throw it in ChatGPT and it can help you out. And then there's another site or analytic site, which actually I wouldn't say it worked better than Any.RUN, but it gives you more time to analyze the actual file. So I think it goes up to 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we'll see now. So read upload now. It says infected, so I wonder what that means. Well, not a word. Oh, it's just a, okay, whatever that means. Let's just run it. But yeah, it's great to have these tools. If you're not sure about a file, it's really great. So you could even put that a link in here. Right, copy link address, put it in here, and run in public analysis. So before you want to click on a link, you can actually just do that. And it's always VirusTotal. You can actually upload the program, the file to VirusTotal. Let's do that. I know there is one false flag. So yeah, this one, Trojan. And it makes you quite paranoid, even if it's one. But yeah, there's sometimes false flags. Because this actually changes the Windows files and the registry and so on. So obviously it's gonna flag it. Okay, so there's another a site that can actually analyze files and programs like Any.RUN. So you can just upload a file here like this and submit. But the problem is it doesn't take all files, so it might block the file from running. So it's a bit more limited on that side. But if you get it to run, you can actually choose to run it for 15 minutes. So yeah, just jump around between these sites and see which one will actually work. So it's unfortunate that it doesn't want to run configure Defender, but it did run the previous one that I uploaded, was WinScript. Actually debloat debloater and activator. But this one, it doesn't want to run. But it still analyzes the file, gives it a 7 out of 10, which is not good. Means it's definitely in the yellow, so it's a warning. But yeah, if you want to run the file, you can choose all your operating systems here, even Debian, Android, Apple. You want to choose Windows 11, internet on. So here you can choose from 30 seconds to 15 minutes, which is pretty cool. And then choose your browser. And yeah, just say analyze. So it's going to analyze the file and it's going to run a VM for you. So sometimes it loads the file, sometimes it doesn't. As you can see, it's getting blocked there. They really don't like this file to run. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But anyway, if you manage to run it, then it gives you a nice analysis. So let's see. Let's terminate this. I don't think it will show analysis now because it didn't run. But if it runs, it gives you a ton of information. So yeah, between Windows Sandbox and then scanning it with Defender and maybe a second antivirus, VirusTotal, and Any.RUN and Triage. You're gonna find something. If the file is really malicious, it's just gonna show red flags everywhere. So yeah, okay, so now it gives it an 8 out of 10, so it scanned it a little bit more when it tried to run. So yeah, here you can see what it's doing. Configure Defender, that's the executable. Obviously it's going to give you false flags or red flags because it's trying to change Defender. Download, submit. So what is this? Oh, this is the, yeah, PowerShell scripts probably. Yeah, so there's a ton of information in here that you can use to see if something is good or not. I can't think of anything else really. If something is, oh yeah, obviously you can run it in proc. If you have a Proxmox machine, then spin up a VM and just run it in there. There you can have all kinds of security tools analyzing it further. And if it's malicious, you'll definitely see it, and then you can just destroy this VM. So yeah, there's lots of free tools that you can use before you trust a program. That's it. Good.